Has my whole childhood been a lie? Has everything we grew up with been utterly distorted? Case in point, as I get older, I realize that the things we used to watch back in the day, 70s, 80s, around that time period when I was growing up, were all extremely racist. I mean, it's like a lot of the conspiracies that we heard about back in the day that we really didn't pay attention. Looking back at it now, all that stuff is true. All those people that we thought were crazy were just ahead of the curve. Now, let me give you an example. Like a lot of the cartoons that, in my opinion, now that I look at it, that were like extremely racist, things like, Tom and Jerry. I mean, sitcoms like Dukes of Hazzard, that I used to love that show, but it was just like Confederate flag right on top of the car, right in our faces, just straight racist. And now, the icing on the cake is when I discovered through watching this documentary, I think it was on E, about The Price is Right, on how racist that whole show and Bob Barker was. That kind of blew my mind, even though it was right there in front of our faces. Now, me personally, I never liked The Price is Right. I really didn't watch it. My mom used to watch it because it was the show that came on before her stories, I think, or before the news, somewhere around there. We only had one TV, so we were kind of forced to watch whatever my mom wanted to watch at the time until the afternoon cartoons came on. But in looking back and seeing some of those video clips, I realized that Bob Barker was a piece of crap. He was not a good guy. He was, number one, racist. Number two, a womanizer, sexist. I mean, this guy was this guy was horrible. I did not realize that until, like I said, I saw little snippets of that documentary. How are these guys and how are these people getting away with all this stuff back then? But then I realized it's all about the money. Because it was the number one game show at the time, they probably didn't give a damn about his racial opinions or how he treated women. Because, hey, everybody was getting paid. So when people are getting paid, people tend to ignore the things that's in front of them.